an interleague matchup. Indians baseball as Cleveland goes up against the New York Mets. Ready to go on 2K Sports.
They'll play before a capacity crowd here at Citi Field, 45,000 plus. The big bat of David Wright, an MVP candidate every year. Welcome, 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips, John Kruk. It's a Monday afternoon. Here's a look at the Mets starter. Steve, as he gets into this Cleveland lineup, what's he looking at?
Well, the good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Got a moment to check out that lineup for the Indians. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at? And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo. Swings, puts it in play, fielded by Torres. One down. And now we'll take a quick look at the Mets. This is how they line up on the field. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, you plug him into the outfield at any position, and you're going to expect some great play, and that's Andres Torres. He runs well. He can play all the outfield positions like I mentioned. He doesn't make many mistakes, very fundamentally sound, and that's what you want from a guy who can play all of those positions.
And we've got Kipnis here.
Jason Kipnis getting his first look at the majors last season. He was a bit of a surprise call-up. Not everyone expected him to come up when he did, but he proved he can handle big league pitching.
Strike two now, no balls, 2 strikes. Jason Kipnis will be careful in this next one. Now, Kipnis had only 136 at bats, 7 home runs, a lot of other extra base hits, and now, John, he's got to show he can carry that through a year.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with young players. He showed what he can do in little spurts. Can he do that over an entire season? Because now teams have tape on him. They're going to make adjustments and try to attack his weaknesses. How does he adjust to the league?
Here's Asdrubal Cabrera batting with 2 down.
Strike one.
Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
Cabrera will foul that one away. Change-up got him, and the side is retired. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. And the Mets, their first chance coming up. And we've got Carlos Carrasco pitching. Cleveland's got him starting in this one. And Steve, as we focus on these Met hitters, how does he see them?
As the manager sends the righty out to the mound against this lineup, he has to realize it's not a great matchup for him. The pitcher's going to have to really be on top of his game to be able to neutralize these big power bats. And if he's in trouble, he may have to have a quick hook to get him out of there.
Got a chance now to see that lineup for the Mets. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, every manager loves to have a switch hitter at the top of their lineup, and Andres Torres is a guy that can do a lot of different things. He's got some power from the right side of the plate, not a lot from the left.
Swing and a line drive. He's up with it, and there's one. And the deuce, a double play. Here's a look at the defensive alignment for the Tribe.
As you look at this club defensively, it's a team that struggles. It's ranked in the bottom 5 in the American League, and that really does impact their ability to win ball games. They just give the opposition.
Swing, hot shot. So they can't make the play. And he's on. That's a costly error to allow him to reach base. Davis into the batter's box. He's running towards second.
Ball.
Davis making contact, but he'll foul that one away. Oh, and he takes off for second up the middle. Going for those quick innings, and a fine one by Carlos Carrasco. He pitches around the one base runner. And we'll see the Indians next. And Santana's in the box. Watches a changeup go by for strike one. 273, the lifetime number off the Mets. And he looks at one in there for a strike, nothing in 2. Curveball, a lot of down on that one. Ended up in the earth. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. And Tejada picks it up. And that'll retire Santana. And Travis Hafner to bat.
Well, the Indians were surprising in 2011 early on, but in the end, it was their road record that was the Achilles heel. They just couldn't get it done away from Progressive Field.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Cleveland struggles on the road. Steve was talking about primarily pitching as this one swung on, hit down the line and right. And that'll be Cleveland's first hit of the ballgame. And it's up against the wall. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out.
You talk about a happy guy right there. So is his manager. Getting there to second base. 2 outs to work with now for his offense. Let's see if his teammates can bring him in.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And he drops it. And Brantley's in the box. Sizemore's on at first base. Hafner at second. Fastball in there, 0-1.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there.
And it goes foul. He delivers. Fastball got him looking 2 down.
Well, he's up in the mid-90s now, so pretty good velocity, but not much break on it.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking at a fastball like that.
They set him up beautifully with the change of speed, but you still think he'd be able to at least try and take a hack.
And it's swing and a hot shot. And it's through. That'll be a base hit for Chisenhall. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they want. Steve, sometimes that pitch down the middle you want to drive. He chose to take it the other way.
Well, good piece of hitting. You don't have to always pull that ball. You think up the middle at first and then adjust accordingly. Outstanding adjustment.
And it's Carrasco batting. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. The pitch. And that's on the black for a called strike. 0-2.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball. To the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
And he's back easily. Made a dive to get in. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So they pick up 2 hits in the inning, but leave the bases loaded. And Duda will come to the plate. He fouls that one off. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2.
Well, that 2-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
There's a swing and a ball hit deep to right field. Still going back. It is long gone. Goodbye home run. The Mets are on with the long ball. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
Yep.
Swung on and ripped towards second. And Kipnis is able to get to that one.
That ball was hit extremely well, but fortunately, the second baseman had him played perfectly.
And in the batter's box, it's Tolley.
By all measurements, the Mets seem to be a better team.
He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 away. And when you're playing in New York, and Steve talking about being middle of the pack, John, that just is not going to cut it.
Especially not in this division. You're going to go 34 and 47 like the Mets did if you just play run-of-the-mill baseball against the Phils, Braves, and other tough teams in the NL East.
Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Well, most of the time when you throw a pitch that far up in the strike zone, you don't even expect the hitter to swing at it, much less put the bat on it. But the hitter got his bat on it. He got
Torres. He's running. Strike 1. And he's in there at second base.
As a pitcher, you have to know with a runner on first base, he's trying to get in scoring position. You have to do a better job holding the runner.
That second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2. Fastball